What is up? Got another set of videos for you today. It's a double feature, if you will. And I'm playing against my good buddy Super Auto Gaming. And we're playing an old matchup. Him and I used to play all the time when we were on our first Team Tour season together. Pack 2 versus Pack 4. Let's get into it. Alright, so I expected him to front a 3 attack unit, as you do into Pack 3, but he had all 1 attack units. I didn't expect him to low roll that hard, so here we go. Something to say about these games is it's pretty late for Zach and I both during these. I think we both make a lot of misplays. But you know, we were just like having fun, playing the old matchup, reminiscing about our Team Tour season and how we could have had it all. And we got nothing. Nothing at all, except a little bit of hatred for Dune, but we love him. Yeah, he does get one of the worst starts you can probably get on his pack. Because you hate seeing bulldogs and cone snails. And I get one of my favorite starts, bluebirds and ducks. These ducks will give me health, these bluebirds will give me attack. And I get an absolute, oh man, I wish these tier ups were separate. Like flying squirrel, goldfish, you can understand what happened. I'm playing against Pack 4. Flying squirrel and goldfish are my least favorite combo of tier ups to see. If I have moth or hit a hatching on this tier up, I like the goldfish more. I love seeing puppy and tropfish. With a level 2 bluebird, I personally go tropfish over it. And that's the only time, ever, I go tropfish over bluebird. Or I go tropfish over puppy. Unless I have level 2 balloon, then I would probably also just go tropfish here. I do take this goldfish. He's a 1/7, and I can meat bone him. I'm hoping my bluebird will hit my tropfish over my goldfish. There's a lot of fish this game. I might be saying things wrong. It does hit flea, which sucks, because my meat bone is just useless. So I'm going to reposition to the front, that way I can keep my meat bone. I'm going to take radio, not much point in taking garlic on this board. And then there's a pair of mandrills. I usually go for a pair of mandrills, and had already taken a radio. Something a little bit better to put stats on than bluebird. We will get there this round. We got to keep our meat bone. It's pretty crucial. Filled out our board. He's saving his tier ups for now. Tier 4 is such a great tier for Pack 4. Not so much for Pack 2. Though I do get a pretty good shop here. I get another goldfish and a hatching. Maybe it is probably buff hatching over the mandrill. I mean, I didn't know the bluebird would hit it, and if I hit the mandrill pair, I kind of like turning him into a turtle, especially against a flea board. Like, he's committing to the flea. I mean, he could always get out of it, but still, going for just the Garl, Melon, mandrill is pretty good. And there I do, hit another hatching. The cycle puppy, get this hatching in separately. Then I'm just going to roll for goldfish and mandrills. I'd take a tropfish if I saw one. Okay, get the mandrill. I'm okay with just buying the salad. The only thing better is rice. Even apple is just as good. But it's like, I don't have board space. I don't want to combine my hatchings. I'd rather have my lives, or just ensure that I win. But he does hit double secretary bird. That's pretty scary. Yeah, we don't win anyways. I still probably like having the hatching separate. And then we do hit our goldfish level into stonefish or eagle. And like I said, there are mistakes this game. Here, I think I take eagle over stonefish. He's double secretary bird. You definitely just want stonefish. You want this thing to kill whatever the secretary bird's buffing. So this is definitely a blunder. But there's going to be a couple blunders in both of these games. I remember in one of these fights, I was saying to Zach, please give me chicken, give me chicken, give me chicken, give me chicken. And was it this one? Nope, not this one. I swear it happened, unless I'm having the Mandela effect. Hopefully it's this next round. Something interesting here that you probably should never do is this. Like I said, we were playing pretty late at night. We were talking about other things, but I take my pie on the hatching. If I level that hatching, I'd keep them. I'm going chicken scaling. I'm going to take this lobster. Going to free. I probably should have combined those hatchings first if I'm doing that. Like I said, we've been making mistakes. I'm going to freeze this pill for eagle. He does get his secretary bird level next turn, so that could be scary if he had something like German Shepherd. I do get a sauropod, which I have a lasagna in my shop. Hopefully I don't skip this one. I also have the chameleon. He has the secretary bird. That's his win con right now, so I'm just going to play to snipe that guy. I don't think he'll preemptive potato. He might, but there's a lot of things he'd like to buy this turn. Do get my hatching triple, so I'm just going to sell out a goldfish now. There's another lasagna. Yeah, another toy gun. I probably take this lasagna on Puma. Yep, makes sense. Free snapping. I do love Panther Skewer into this matchup. Yep. Oh, baby. I see just another chameleon. Chameleonception right here. But yeah, I like freezing this Panther Skewer. I just scamming him with the toy guns for now. When the Pack 4 doesn't hit scaling, your way out, or their only way out, is to like kill you with their tech units. And Pack 2 just kind of has better like tech units with the toys. So like I can just kill all those things at the start of battle. Only because I have so many. Like I have a chameleon and a puma, so I'm able to push through potatoes. If I get another chameleon level, I can push through the potatoes. But they do have some counterplay. It's just pretty hard. It's actually, I'd say it's harder. It's usually harder for me to deal with this because normally I don't have a puma and a chameleon. I just have one chameleon. He'd get potato. I do think he's just low rolling and not getting them. This is his first time he got one. It does save it, but the thing is, it has popped the potato, so now it's in Panther Skewer range. It's just so hard to protect his backline against the board I have right now. I will say, out of all the matchups, I think this matchup is the most use you'll ever get out of Toy Gun. It has some use into like a turtle board when they have turkeys in the back and things like that, or like fly or shark, but most of the time like they can easily play around it, and Pack 4 it's a little harder. Freeze these pancakes, and every time he plays around the toy gun, I've added one more toy gun to shoot at him. Why does he have that long-ass animation? I hate him for that. He does hit the German Shepherd, but he's gonna have no stats. It's a Panther Skewer. Yeah. Yeah, and I will once again add another toy gun to my collection. I don't even really care about the Panther level. I'm so certain I kill him here, but I desperately wanted another toy gun in case I didn't. Yeah, see, he did play around it with the back flea. That's really smart, but I added another toy gun that he didn't play around, and you know, what's he supposed to do? Panther Skewer just wrecks this team. Alright, I did tell you it's a two-parter, so we'll go ahead and get right into the next one. And we're back with game 2. So while this start is rocking, I want to talk about how Sag and I have the same niche in the Team Tour community in a way, where we're both probably the second best on our respected packs. Like, he is so good at Pack 4, and I'm pretty good at Pack 2. I would honestly say we're both tied for second in our respected packs. The guy who's in first is the same beast for us all. It's Kyogre. The guy's a fucking nuts at the game. He's the best at every pack, so excluding him from the list because he's the best at all packs, except maybe Pack 3, and who counts that pack? Sag's the best at Pack 4. At least he's tied with Freets. Him and Freets could probably go either way in a set. And then for me, my rival is Nob. Like me, I haven't beat Nob in a set, but every time we play outside of a set, I beat him. It pisses me off. I think it's just I play a more consistent style of Pack 2, and he plays a more gambler style, which is more rewarding in a set. But either way, like, we're all very good at the pack. But like when last season was the Team Tour Mirror season, and Super Auto Gaming and I were on a team. Our captain was Dune. We have some PTSD about it. Like, Sag and I went on pretty big win streaks that season. Not many people could beat him on Pack 4 or me on Pack 2. But then we just we couldn't get another win. We had Dre Z, big friend of the channel. He was our Pack 3 guy. And Pack 3 is just so, like, if they're both players know what they're doing, it's so luck dependent on, like, if the other guy gets a Shoe Bill or Leech Piranha. And Dre lost us, he lost us some weeks by one game, Lethal versus Lethal, and it's just so soul crushing to lose the whole week to just one game down to one life. Oh, it was sad, but we made some bonds. We had a good time. Alright, so this game, he does have Squid. He does something pretty interesting this game. I really like the way Sag played because most people can't go big Golden Retriever into Pack 2. Just because Salt exists. And Golden Retriever does count as a Tier 1. I'll prove it. I can't prove it this turn. I don't even get through his board. That ink did a lot of value for him. He would have won anyways because of the Golden Retriever. I take... Okay, I just go Garlic here. Sometimes I like Radio like I did last game. But I do have a Pangolin pair. Yeah, here I'm just going to stack these Pangolins. There's nothing I really want. Well, there, except another Pangolin. I'm going to level him now. I really like Chameleon into this matchup, so I'm just going to take my Chameleon, freeze my 1 gold rices. He does hit, he's got double Baboon. That is pretty scary. Usually the way I lose to Pack 4 is Baboon into Sea Lion. Like, that's the only line that really just scares me. But hopefully we won't see a Sea Lion from him. Then rice that. I think I'm either going to take my Pangolin pill on this Chameleon, or I'm going to just greed for my Tier 5. Yeah, I'm going to greed it on a Tier 5. And since I'm doing that, I'm going to go ahead and just refresh the toy. Because that toy's popping this round. I want to pill Pangolin next round. I could have gotten a puppy, but I didn't want to greed for it. I want the Pangolin value more than I want any toy. So I just took the first toy I saw. Yeah, he now has 3 baboons. Yeah, I'm pretty worried about this game. I'm like, how do I get out of it? But Moza with a Mandrill, that's a pretty good way. I probably will just take my Pangolin pill on Chameleon, maybe. Yeah, Chameleon's going to be staying this whole game. It's really good into this matchup. I wish I could find a Garl to get through some of these inks. So I don't even have the Mandrill too. Yeah, I'm just going to take the Flying Scroll here. I normally hate it. I still, honestly, in hindsight, I hate this Flying Scroll. I think about, like, just refreshing the balloon and pilling the Mandrill, but then I want his Tear Up. It's just a really awkward spot to be in. So I'm just going to buff the Mandrill with the Moza. he gets even more ink. The ink is very smart because my alt is gonna be just salting through his golden retriever when he gets to that point, and then it's gonna be hard to do. When you're inked, it's a lot harder to get through it, especially when my best way through it's salt. So right now he hasn't shown me any indication that he's going to go golden retriever. So like I'm not even like looking for stonefish or salts yet anyways. Yeah, I really want to pill a mandrill, but I just can't. Like I need him, I need his level up, and he's got too many stats now. If I had like another mandrill, I'd pill it. We will get through this round. We finally kind of catch up in stats, because we've been just pumping stats on Chameleon. Yeah, here, I skip a stonefish. For some reason, I feel like I don't like it as much because he has ink, and that's just wrong. I think it's still just good. But I'll take my sauropod and my lasagna. I have sauropod, so I'll just take a pie as well. Go for another toy. Since I have these chameleons, I just get flashlight, and I just have a huge stat injection. So here he pivots a little bit. He gets Nyala Pterodon, so now he's got Big Puppy. So I'm gonna be looking to salt. Yeah, we're not making it through that one. So I gotta get through that big guy in the back. So I'm gonna take flashlight. Sticky Sock doesn't help you deal with the golden retriever, and we have a chameleon, so he's passing his stats back. I will take my salt. That's a good way to deal with the guy. I am worried about the ink getting to him. I'm trying to position it in a way where the squid won't ink him and the cuttlefish won't ink him. It's pretty tough. Yeah, he gets the ink anyways with the Pterodon, but it doesn't matter just because we pop the melon with our extremely high health chameleon, and we have a just chameleon or a flashlight buffed sauropod to clear it. I'm gonna take Puma just because I have a flashlight popping. I'm gonna double its stats. I'm freezing Garl for some kind of scam. I think about keeping. I don't know. I don't like this flying squirrel. I thought about maybe I need to keep it locked just because the foam sword or the toy gun might be that valuable, but it's definitely not. I can just get other better toys in this kind of game. He does preemptively potato. That thing's a 50-50. It's got a melon. It's hard to deal with. Normally I would have just salted through it, but he has all these inks. It's really hard to get him off. I really should have went for stonefish this game. It's just a great answer to them ever going big dog. Keeping this flying squirrel locked is a pretty big mistake. I also think toilet paper is probably just better here. But like I said, this was pretty late at night we were playing these. Neither of us were playing to the best of our ability. Yeah, I just take a poodle just to get 6 stats. 3 little sushi. Or 2 gold sushi, if you will. Here I take the foam sword. And I spam enough just to kill the crane. That way I won't have to worry about its melon. Still do get inked. It's not enough. We get him down to lethal. Oh, something I want to check. I want to check that last fight. Oh, we'll go back to it. I can't look at it without spoiling it. So we'll wait. Yep, I just take a rice in my sauropod. I might sell the poodle for something. I wasn't sure. That rice was actually bad. It was just -1. I must have thought I had a level 2 sauropod. And here, he did something here, and I make a pretty big mistake. And Zach said he did this intentionally. Something says I doubt it. But, like, we were talking, we weren't paying super attention. He bought
he replaced one of his cherries at some point in this game with a fig, and because my board was always so huge for so long, I never noticed he got another fig, and it absolutely screws my positioning this round. But he does do something super sick. He gets the level 2 Pterodon, and he positions it in a way because my Chameleon has 3 more attack than my Mantis Shrimp does this work. Where it's going to spawn the Crane first, and then it's going to spawn the Nyala, pushing the Crane back, giving him the good positioning. And right here is the pivotal moment. If I had known that he had Fig, I would have swapped these two. That way this guy doesn't get inked, and he has Salt. So what would happen here is Sauropod would hit this, he would kill this, and then Mandrill would kill this thing. But that's not what happens, and we lose.
But it's still a super well played turn by him. He positioned his Pterodon like perfectly to keep his Crane and his Nyala. Very well played. Like I said, he's really is one of the best at Pack 4. There are a lot of haters out there, but I'm a believer in his Pack 4. Though we have been on 2 teams in Team Tour together, so I could be a little biased. But, if you like the video, if you want to see more content, subscribe. I do a bunch of versus content. So, yeah, have a good one.